I just want to make this clear so that because there's a lot of people watching who cannot move on from this point, but they look at party list and they say, hindi naman marginalized sector yan eh. Di ba? I mean, tama po ba? I mean, the Supreme Court and the Comelec have already essentially said, look, move on. We're not talking about marginalized sectors anymore. Anybody with an advocacy can be a party list. Tama po ba?
Yes, yes, yes.
Which is why you have billionaires representing party lists.
That's why you have party lists representing not OFWs, but OFW agencies.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Correct, correct. So,
Yeah, you can have somebody who's being guarded represent the security guard.
That sounds familiar.
I mean, that's how far things have
Or
gone.
somebody who never rides tricycles representing tricycle drivers.
The reason there is that the Supreme Court decision simply went back to the original concept of proportional representation without qualifying how it is to be done. And the law actually is very, very loose.
Okay,
in
so
its
what
definition.
does this mean? Only because we don't have a lot of time, we're trying to. But what does this mean for national figures who unfortunately or unfortunately didn't quite make it to any senatorial slate? And a lot of them are now saying, oh sige, tatakbo na lang kaming party list. Hindi ko naman linalang, no? I mean, that's not to put it in that context. But what does that mean for them? Is that a shrewd move? And what does that mean for our politics in general?
it's the easiest way to bag a post. Plain as that, no? Because, for instance, if you're running for a representative position, no, based on a district, it's much harder to do that rather than, let's say, running for a representative post, no, if you're the first nominee of a party list. But it's true, no? Dapat din, mas malakas yung name association with that person and the party. So now, you can see, again, the manner of campaigning is reduced to either exposure, either people, let's say, trying to have a high name recall.
It's back to personality politics. If you want to run for the Senate, diba, you need what, 13 million votes thereabouts to get in the Senate.
Yes.
To get into to get a party list seat, you need what, 250,000.
250,000 to 300,000.
It's a no-brainer for a lot of people.
Even if, let's say, well, we should not condone this, no, but 500 pesos na lang bawat ulo. Multiply mo yan. Mura, di ba? Mura. No, pumili ka na lang ng boto, 250,000 lang gagastusin mo. So even that, the expenses and the yield, no, is much higher. So
what do we do? That sounds so simplistic, diba? What do we do?
Well, you have to change
The
back
party,
the rules
yeah.
in the sense that the original idea or objective of a
be,
party list
for really
system.
marginalized sectors and proper representation.
Not necessarily, but the one major reform I think that should be done is to include the major parties.